All right, so quick little update video for you guys. I told you guys I'd give you guys the news when it broke. So we did get some news that the anime is going to be returning. We talked about this a little bit in my, preview prediction video, talking about that there was going to be big announcements this month. All this different information was going to be dropped to align with volume 100 because it's obviously a big milestone, a big deal. So part of that is, of course, the fact that season 3 of the anime is confirmed on Netflix. If you go on Netflix yourself right now, you'll even see a little preview and a teaser trailer on the actual app. We have absolute confirmation that it's obviously going to be Qin Shi Huang versus Hades, but we don't for sure know if they're going to release Tesla and Beelzebub or obviously Apollo and Leonidas. That one probably not. But usually they at least drop 2 fights at a time, but there was nothing about Tesla and Beelzebub in the teaser trailer. Now, there was this image that's released that could lead us to believe that they do have plans for these other fights. Obviously, because you can see Chin, Tesla, and Leonidas all shown here with Apollo, Beelzebub, and Hades. I don't know what this says specifically, but I saw this grouping of characters scream season 3 to me. So I do think that eventually we should be getting those fights animated as well. If they're going forward with season 3, it'll probably just be broken up like season 2 was. Now, with that said, of course, all you guys that watch my videos have seen this image of Odin, the new volume cover for volume 24, but there's an alternate cover of him and Hilda side by side. Of course, obviously with Odin's official color scheme now. We also got this image of Okita Tsuji as one of the intro pages of the volume. Now, last volume with volume 23's release, we got a preview for volume 24 that actually gave us a lot of spoilers for what was to come, which gave us the insight that we were going to get a big Odin backstory. We were going to find out the truth of his dream and truth of what he wanted to do, and that ended up being true. So we did get another volume preview for volume 25, which is going to preview what's to come in the next batch of chapters. But in fairness, it's really not that significant. It's stuff we pretty much already know. It just says, the last confrontation between gods and humanity, the strongest sniper in humanity, Simo Heiha, versus the cheating god, Loki. So nothing new, really. It's just your generic preview. All we know is we're going to get 4 chapters of fights between Loki and Simo in that volume. We also got this really cool teaser of the magazine cover, I believe. So the magazine cover for Xenon is going to do a special for Record of Ragnarok, given that it's 100 volumes in. But we did get this little image. There's a full image, but I haven't found an upscaled version of it. I only found an upscaled version of this zoomed in part. And with this zoomed in part, you can see Anubis and what looks to be his official color scheme. So he looks like he has blue hair. There's going to be black and yellow parts. I was interested to see what his colors were going to be. I like the blue. Interested to get your guys' thoughts on that. You also get to see, of course, Simo's color scheme there, his Valkyrie's color scheme, and some other characters obviously we know. But I thought that was pretty interesting, so I figured I'd note it here. We also got a couple of, just fun art pieces. Here was the one that I thought was notable with Prometheus and Hercules and Ares in some kind of like luchador ring. It looks cool. I wish we got to see these 3 together doing stuff, but it might have been just a retcon that wasn't going to be thought of before the Apocalypse of the Gods spinoff. So we talked about this in my last video as well, that they kind of need to write in a way for why Prometheus wasn't watching Hercules fight. I actually saw a really good comment where somebody said they might do a thing at the end of Apocalypse of the Gods where they do like a montage of the fighters watching the actual events of Ragnarok, and they could show Prometheus' reaction in passing, watching, just so we know he was watching. Also seen other people saying maybe he's in critical condition or something, or maybe he dies before the end of the Apocalypse of the God series, which is always possible, but I'd like to get some acknowledgement of him, especially because they played up the importance of the relationship between Hercules and Prometheus to this extent. That being said, I know some people don't like the spinoff and they want to just move on from Prometheus, but I like the spinoff, and I just hope it all ties into the main series in a proper way. Here's a few other cool shots from the anime teaser trailer. We got Hades, Chin. They actually updated Hades' design a little bit as well. So I think that this is good news for the Record of Ragnarok community. The anime is what got me into the series initially. I watched season 1 of the anime, then I went back and read the series from chapter 1. So every time there's an anime, you're going to end up getting more people introduced to the fan base and pushing it out to more people. That's always good news. No matter what, if you don't like the anime, whatever the case, it was good enough to get me to read the series and a lot of other people. So it served its purpose, because at the end of the day, the main goal is they want to push it to the manga. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little update. Let me know your guys' thoughts on season 3. Are you excited for the anime? I'll see you guys all later in the month for the chapter coverage for both Apocalypse of the Gods and Record of Ragnarok. Peace.